Hey folks, hope everybody's doing well today. I appreciate you joining me. Wickmaster, good to see you. Mel Reaver, Dinah, good to see everybody. Alrighty, let me get this stuff switched over. See if I can turn the music down just a little bit. Let me know if that music is still too loud. I've been having to change a few things on my end for as far as music and stuff. Saw a notice from Toplits that the game music is being targeted by licensing trolls. So I've had to turn off the music for the game. I had been using it for a little bit, but until that issue is resolved, I'm going to leave the game music off and just use external music. Coffee, NAS, and me time with something great to watch. Doesn't get any better than this. Well, I appreciate that. Yeah, the music is actually by Harris Heller. He's got his own site where he shares some of this music for free for streamers, and that's where I have picked this stuff up at. So there's, I don't know, there's like 69 tracks or something that I picked up. So I figured it would be pretty good. Early morning, got my tea, cat curled up on my arm, and now streaming. There we go. Here, kitty, 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 kitty. All right. So as you can see, we're in wintertime. I ended up changing the game stages a little bit. Now we are back in season 5 game save. When we ended season 5, yeah, you can see I changed it to 1 day. I'm trying to get to the summer season because of the summer update that is current right now on the playtest. So I wanted to see all the little goodies and stuff. Now, granted, we got new fencing and things like that. I saw those posts, what was that, a week or so ago. But I haven't done anything with them. And I figure, you know, what better time than to go back into season 5 and try and bring it up to date, maybe use some of the new stuff and add it to that game save. Now, I did try and actually... I had an idea of going back a little farther for nostalgia and trying to get my season 1 game save, my season 2, or even my season 3 game saves updated, because those game saves are prior to the 1.0, which, if you guys were here for the full release, anything earlier than 1.0, you needed to start a new game. So that's what we did, and that's when I originally started season 5, was the day it went full release. But unfortunately, I'm being told that anything earlier, any game versions earlier than 1.0 really can't be converted to the newer versions without problems, quest problems, housing location problems, terrain problems, things like that. So doesn't look like I can actually go back to some of those game saves. So the cats like to have some NAS as well, huh? Well, that's good. I'll take any audience I can get. But when I switched this over to the 1 day season, literally just to kind of plow through the season so we can try and get back to summer, I had to go back and I had to quick make some flatbread for food, because I had like 170 something people that were starving. But anyway, let's call Hoss here. There he is. And one of the first things that we need to do is head over and change out the barns, because when we ended season 5, I believe right after we ended season 5, the new farming shed had come out. So now the people that work the crops do not work in the barn. They work in the farm shed now. So I've got 0 farm sheds, a ton of crops that aren't getting planted or anything. So I've got to go over there and fix that. Woo, missed the road. Watch out, bunny. Sorry. So there is, if you haven't seen it yet, there is a application that is out on the Medieval Dynasty Discord for testing the new, what am I trying to think of, co-op update. I believe they're taking applications until the end of this month, and testing, I believe, starts the 3rd of next month. So if anybody's interested in that, go check that out. I am actually trying to get on there myself. So hopefully I can, because I think I'd really like to be a part of that. All right, so going to the barn. Now I have all the restrictions turned off. HP, unlimited HP, unlimited stamina, hunger, unlimited carry weight. I've got like 3,000 kilograms on me right now. Mainly because my storage unit was so full, because I had so many people collecting stuff, because we really rushed through season 5 and the villages grew so fast. Alrighty, now I've got a total of 3 barns already. So I have 2 here, and then I've got 1 over at the animal village over here. But I don't know that I need more than the 1 barn now, because I don't have any animals at this farm. This is all strictly crops. So I think I need to remove these 2 buildings and put up the farming shed. That way I can get those people re-employed, I guess. Let's pull the hammer out. Ooh, I might need another hammer. Do I have an extra hammer on me? Yes, I do have a couple extra hammers on me. Corey, you finally turned bandits on? Nice. What do you think about the bandits? I don't typically run into bandits very often. I don't know why. Well, let's see. Repair, destroy. I think we're going to have to destroy standing torches as well, because I don't know that they're going to be in the same locations. Great, I got people needing firewood. I'm going to have to take care of that. I don't want people getting mad. Alright, let's go take care of the firewood. Yeah. People are freezing. Bandits are scary. Then what do you do with the people? I have a ton of people that are without jobs right now. So I have to try and get these buildings squared away so I can give them their jobs back. Let's see here. I should have... Yeah, I got plenty of stuff here. Let's just do that. I got like a ton of logs. You saw I got like several thousand logs on me. Let's go in here. Fire. Oh my God, I got so much firewood on me. And I just made... Oh yeah, it's probably all that stuff I just made. All right. I don't think I can throw it all in there. Is that 1,400 kilograms? 2,800 kilograms. We're going to go with the 1,400. Yeah, I've got 16,000 kilograms out of 20,000 kilograms there. There, that should take care of the firewood. Good. I am also out of wheat grain. So I'm going to have to get one of these sheds up And then probably try and go and buy grain because my people have used all of the wheat grain. So that's a problem because I was making flatbread. Well, they can't make flatbread without wheat. What am I missing? Why is... What is it? Oh, wait a minute. Is there something in here? Oh, there is. Okay. There. That should be better. Okay. Now, let's go back into here. Let's go to farming, and there's the new farm shed. Wow, that's tiny. How many people work the shed? Is it 8 like it was with the barn? $5,200 stone in my pocket. Kim, good to see you. Nearly asleep, but I will try and watch for a bit. Well, don't let me keep you up, man. Get some sleep. I appreciate you watching, though. Oh, the farm shed holds 4. Oh, okay. Well, we're definitely going to need more than 1. Because I'm pretty sure I had 8 to 10 field workers. I don't remember how many I had originally. I'll probably be able to tell once I start looking at their skills. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to change this back to the original length. I think I had it set on 5 days. Because springtime, they're going to need time to plant those crops anyway. So we're going to accept those changes there. And here. All right, let's go in here. Let's see about assigning people. Now, farming. So pretty much everybody that's out of work was a farmer. You can see there I had all those people as farmers. All right, we're just going to, we'll pick this person here since they've got the lowest mood. We'll do that again. And then it really doesn't matter after that because almost everybody is a 60. We're going to grab the 10. And we'll grab the 10. And we'll grab another 10. That'll probably be good. At least that way we can get something going when it turns over to spring. Now I need to head off. What can I buy seeds? Denica. Let's go to Denica. Of course you're behind me. Mike, good to see you. Appreciate you joining us. Hope you're doing well. People want to be close to the fields to spread the farm sheds out. Well, my fields are all pretty much right there. But I can definitely spread them out in that center area. Alrighty, let's see. Where is... There they are over there. Is he in the building for sure? Yeah, there he is, standing behind the...
Welcome.
Welcome. Show me your wares.
Is in my nature.
I need... wheat grain. That's what I need right there. I don't know how many I need, but I'm going to take them anyway.
Take care.
Excuse me. And then I need to go into here. I need to go to the windmill. And I need to slow this guy's roll here because I don't want him using up all of my grain before they get it planted. Corvo, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. From the UK. Melreaver, wow, I just noticed the snowflake actually have definition. Yeah, they've added quite a bit of aesthetics to the game for sure. But yeah, you can kind of see that, yeah, that I don't know that each snowflake is different, but enough of them are. Let's see if I can get to... let's go take the Wagoneer. And let's go to Gustovia and buy some more grain.
How is life treating you?
I need a ride, sir. Let's go to Gustovia. Let's go. And this way. See, where is he at? There he is.
Greetings.
Greetings.
Trade is in my nature.
Of course it is. And we'll grab those. Should be enough to get us back on track.
Take care.
Thank you. Excuse me, Dale Boar. Sorry. And during season 5, towards the end of season 5, Rasimir retired. So I am actually playing as my heir, Lambert, who is not married and does not have children. So I should probably work on doing that as well. Let's head back down here to the Wagoneer. Wait a minute. Let's see. How close am I to any... Okay, so we go to Branica.
How can I help you?
Let's go to Branica. Can you still put grain in the farm shed chest so it doesn't get milled but does get planted? Initially, I would think you probably could. I just don't know. I know that putting... I don't know. I should probably try that. If I can get over there without knocking myself off the horse. I don't know. Because I've never really put things in the building chests. I've always put it in the resource chest because that's where it tells you to put it in the inventory list. So if we go to the inventory, let's go down to wheat grain. Wheat grain. Right there. It tells you right there, resource storage. So if that's where I always put it. Now, putting it in the farm shed storage, it would make sense that it would get planted from there and not used for anything else because the windmill doesn't pull from the farm shed. It only pulls from the resource storage. However, once they farm the item up, it will automatically go to the resource storage. So then you would have to go back into the resource storage after each harvesting and pull some seeds out and put in the farm shed. I'd mentioned a long time ago, I wish there was a way to allocate so much resource to a particular project. So say you could allocate, say, 100 seeds or 100 grain to the fields, and it would not ever use that 100 grain for anything else. But unfortunately, that has not been implemented yet. All right, let's do this. I am going to go very slowly, I feel like. There we go. And we'll put some of that stuff in the farm shed chest. Is there a farm shed chest? Yeah, I see it. So we'll put half of these items in here. We'll put half in there to see if they pull from there, and then we'll put the other half. Oh, they're already fertilizing. Yes, get to fertilizing. I got to build a whole nother shed. There's not enough people to do all that stuff. And then I'll put the rest of the grain in here. And we'll just do a test. There's that. All right, let's head back out here and let's build another farm shed. Yeah, I don't know if they would use from the farm shed first or from the resource shed first. All right, let's, we are going to take, I'll take that down in a little bit. I don't really have any stuff. I'm just going to have to put these things side by side. That'll be fine for now. Game has me hooked. Yeah, it's definitely a great game. I mean, I've been playing it for what, going on 3 years now. I got to start working on updating a lot of my guides though, because a lot of my guides are over a year old. They're all still relevant. They just don't have some of the new items, like this farm shed. They don't have the farm shed in any of them. And I'm not 100% sure that I ever really did a farming guide. So I'm going to start working on getting some updated guides going and things like that. All right, so now let's go and put people in here. There we go. So now we got at least 8 people doing that. And I believe these are 7x7 plots. So they should be able to get those taken care of fairly quickly. Let's see if we can go and sleep away the season real quick. And then that'll reset the days since I changed it back to 5 days for spring. Anybody in these beds? No. Sleep this season. Yeah, I'm probably going to need a third farm shed. For sure. Yeah, because the barns originally held 8 workers. Let's see, what is this? Spring is right around the corner, side of green trees, blooming flowers is filling everyone's heart with joy. Great. All villagers got 15 mood. Great. I will take it. Pay taxes. Great. It's funny. Lambert, seeing as I'm playing as my heir, he still sleeps in the same bed as he did as a child. He does not sleep in the double bed. Alrighty. And I don't have a wife to have her pay the taxes, so we got to go take care of that ourselves. Oh, that'd be a good idea. I could have had them facing each other, and then the one in the middle facing a different direction. Yeah, Kim, you're probably right, but I really have a hard time micromanaging stuff like that. I pretty much, I'm a plug and play. I like to set the building, put the people in it, tell them what to do, and then let them go. The resource storage really isn't too terribly far from the farms themselves. So I don't micromanage that way, even though, yes, you can do that. You can put add those tools to the farm sheds and things like that. But at some point, I'd run out of tools in the farm sheds, and I'd never remember to put them back. Alrighty, we need to go to Gustovia. So let's head down here, and we'll take the Wagoneer. Now, there is a composter in the game. Again, I have not built one of those yet.
How are you?
Is the composter... I don't know why I just got off the horse. For those of you that have built and used the composter, is there a real benefit to it? I mean, your food turns to rot in the food storage, and then you can assign somebody in a barn to turn that rot into manure, and then turn the manure into fertilizer. Is there a benefit to the composter? Because I'd never really checked on that. I'm going to have to build one and find out. Here you go. That should be everything. Thank you, sir. Taxes paid. 21,000 something something. Okay. So the composter is supposed to rot faster. Okay. So then it sounds like you would... Because cabbage, as far as I know, cabbage still gives you the most amount of rot per one vegetable. Compared to any of the other vegetables and fruits and stuff. So then you would have, I mean, you could do a crop of cabbage, but is there a worker for the composter? Like somebody goes and puts cabbage in the composter, do you have to do that manually? Because if the composter is something that has to be manually done by the player, that adds more things for the player to do. I mean, I guess it could be immersion for sure. Because I remember I did a thing about rot, a video about the rot and fertilizer and stuff like that, and cabbage was the highest producing of rot. You know what? Let's just go build a composter and just see. See if when I take that barn down, there's going to be so much space back here. I'm probably going to end up moving these guys. But for now, we'll just leave it the way it is. Let's see. Where is... Because the composter is not going to be a building, though, right? Let's see. Storages. Where's the composter located? Is it going to be under farming? Nope. Production? Nope. Where's the composter located? Apiary. Those are all animals. Okay. Now see, I've got all of the... I've got the pigsties and stuff like that, so I've got a lot of manure and stuff going towards fertilizer anyway, so it's not like I have to have the composter. If your food storage is full, yeah, I could see that. So then instead of dropping the food on the ground and just letting it rot at the end of the season, you have a composter, I guess you could put it in. Where you find the scarecrow? Oh. Well, that's going to be in here, right? Miscellaneous. Composter. Look at there. So composter bin. So it's just going to be a bin. It's not even going to... Okay, so then if that's the case, you would put the composter near the food storage rather than out in the field, obviously. Nah, not near the wash tub. We'll put it out behind the building here. So you just put crap in there. See, I got so much fertilizer, I don't even really have to worry about it. Don't really have anything to throw in there, do I? No, I don't. I could put that flatbread in there, but it's going to deteriorate in 2 seasons anyway. But nobody pulls it out of the... So once it turns to rot, does it automatically go into the food storage? Or does it sit in that container? Like you have to remember to go get it. Here, we'll take this 19 fish meat. what did I put that? Yeah, I put that grain in there. So we do this here. Does anybody know at what rate that spoils? Because in the food storage, it will spoil at like 12 to 13% each season. In your pocket, I want to say it's 50%. And on the ground, I believe it changes to rot the very next season. Mike, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. That's about what you pay on your house taxes. Right? Bowls get saved. I'd like to be able to grow nice grass so I could have lawns and I could decorate my yards. Yeah, I think it would be kind of neat to be able to grow grass. Yeah, so the composter is a player manual worked item. Yeah, see, I'll never do that. Because again, that's part of micromanaging. Ground is fastest, yeah. Absolutely. Kim, I think it's more useful early game when you don't have a lot of money or for manure and fertilizer. Yeah, it is, but you can do the same. So I guess what I'm trying to find out is, does the composter turn the food into rot before season change? Or do you still have to wait until after season change for the food in the composter to turn to rot? And does it change each season? So in other words, does it go from 100% food to 100% rot in one season change, or is it a gradual thing over multiple seasons? Because if that's the case, might as well just throw your food that you want to turn to rot on the ground, because that automatically changes to rot at the end of that particular season change. Yeah, skip a season at sea. Okay, well, I've just changed my seasons back to 5 days, so it's going to be a little bit for me to see. But I know the composter has been in the game. Yeah, see, because it's still 100% condition. Which everything typically changes at season change, not progressively during the season. Let's see, what am I needing here? Flour. Wait, flour's in the resource storage. Oh, but I need water. Gotta make some flatbread. Got folks starving. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Dave, that it's still based on seasons, because everything is based on seasons. It has been. So I was just trying to figure out if the compost is useful for like my play style, or if it's strictly just one of those items that adds micromanagement into the game for immersion. Because I typically don't micromanage my games like that. Like I don't put tools in the individual workstation chest. Am I still going to need to make more? Like I might have to make some more. We got buckets of water, but I don't have flour. I got 3 flour. Okay, let's go make some more. Let's make it all. Not using flour for anything else anyway. Pretty sure it's a convenient lets you separate stuff you know you want to rot in one location. Yeah, true. Oh, that's a good point, Dave. It's mostly useful if you use decorative food. So if you have food left out, will not rot. If you have that setting turned on, then yes, the composter, I can see the composter still being good. However, the food will still rot in any chest. It just won't rot when you leave it on the ground or leave it set out on a table. So the composter, it'll allow it to rot faster because if it's in the food storage, it rots at about 12 to 13% each season. Any other chest, I believe, is up to 50% along with your pocket. So if it's in your inventory, it'll still rot. But if you leave it out on the tables, it won't. So I think the composter, yeah, just might have been more of a decorating thing, something for immersion to allow people to micromanage certain things. Let's put this stuff in food storage. There we go. Took care of all the hunger. I don't know how long that's going to last, but we shall see. Yeah, Mike spoils after one season. Yeah, Chester slower than the composter. That makes sense. But like if you're playing with, food rot on, so like if you leave food out and, to where it will rot, if you have that setting turned off, then all you got to do is literally drop that food on the ground next to the food storage. It'll turn to rot the next season. And then all you do is pick it back up and put it in the food storage for your people to turn it into manure and fertilizer. So So the composter for my particular play style is not necessarily useful. It adds extra steps because I manually have to do it. There's not anybody that works the barn that you can say, okay, let's put this stuff into the composter to compost. And then they'll pull it out. Or there's not a worker that would go and pull rot out of the composter. So let's say you have somebody that is turning rot into fertilizer in the barn. That person will not go and get the rot out of the composter, or the composter doesn't automatically put the rot into the food storage, because your worker that is making fertilizer and manure will pull the rot from the food storage. That's the only place they'll pull it from. So the composter is definitely not an automatic type item. Right. Food storage. So you can see right there, if you highlight the item, it tells you where it needs to be for your workers to actually use it for an automatic purpose. Now, granted, you could put the rot, if you wanted to micromanage, you can go and transfer the rot from the composter to the barn storage or whatever. But then you're also limited on that storage, because I believe house storage and building storage is separate from the resource storage. I think they're all like 50 or 100 kilograms. What is this? This is 30 kilograms for the composter. I mean, it's a nice little thing to add, just, you know, for looks. It's a good decorative item. But for my particular play style, that'd be all I use it for. Like, unless somebody reminds me that that fish may turn to rot, I'll probably never remember that that's in there. Oh, crazy. Okay. I didn't realize that's who that was. Okay, good to know. Yeah, rot is produced in the compost when the season changes. Yeah, it's same thing as dropping it on the ground. It's just you have a pretty box that you can put it in now. Agree to do it because I have a small town. Yeah. Oh, okay. Food items placed in the compost yields more rot per item than left to spoil. There's the key right there. That's what I was looking for. I appreciate that, Crazy. So do you know how much more it yields? From the wiki. I don't have the wiki pulled up right now. I mean, does it double the production? So let's say, you know, okay, the cabbage. We were talking about the cabbage earlier, and it producing, when it rots, you drop the cabbage on the ground, it changes to rot, it produces 4 rot. If you put the cabbage in the composter, is it going to produce 6 rot? Is it going to produce double? Is it going to go to 8 rot? Crazy, did your keyboard stop working? Hitting the wrong keys? Or are you just fat fingering it like I do? Sorry, I had to take a drink. Alrighty. Oh, that's good though. If that's the case, if the composter does, let's do this. Do I have? I want to check something real quick. Yeah, stop dropped items from spawning. I have that actually turned on. I don't want to turn that off because I have food laying around in some of my other villages. Okay. Do I have... That's going to take 2 seasons before it actually spoils. Let's do this. Let's put one of those in my pocket. Granted, we'd have to wait for season change for that to happen, but that's going to be something I'm going to definitely want to try and remember to test to see how much extra rot you get from the compost bin. Because if that's the case, then by all means, early game, you go and grab your blueberries or whatever in the beginning of the game, and if you can build the compost bin, drop them in the compost bin if you can get more rot from your berries. Dave, 1 berry equals 1 rot, 1 carrot equals 2 rots. Now is this out of the composter? So you get 1 cabbage on the ground in front of the composter and 1 cabbage only in the... Yeah, I was going to try and test that. I just don't have any cabbage. I'd have to go buy the cabbage. But see, Dave, 1 berry equals 1 rot, 1 carrot equals 2 rot, 1 meat equals 3. Yeah, it was 4 rot. But you had mentioned you get more rot from the composter That's what I'm wanting to know, is how much extra do you get from the rotting items? Those are in the composter. Then you're not getting any extra. You're not getting extra rot because the cabbage already gives you 4 rot, not being in the composter. Jasco, does anyone know if co-op will have voice chat between players? It hasn't been announced yet, so unfortunately we don't know. Yeah, Kim, what Dave's mentioned earlier, that is your standard. 1 berry equals 1 rot. But if you're getting more, if the true statement of you get more out of the compost bin, then I'm thinking those numbers would typically double, because obviously you can't half a rot. Yeah, I have other saves that are 1-day seasons and things where I used to test those things. I'm gonna have to go back and build the compost bin. That video is gonna have to be updated for sure. The video that I did, gosh, it's probably been over a year ago, about the rot and how to get fertilizer and stuff like that. Man, my people are starving already again. Holy cow. Let's go buy some meals. I gotta get over this hump of food until my crops get back going again. Watch out, bird. Yeah, it's definitely something that's going to need to be tested. Unfortunately, this I can't test up. Well, there's that fat fingering buttons again. All right, let's try and get out of these trees again. Yeah, that's going to have to be something I go into my test saves and check those. Let's see, where? Yeah, they're up here.
Hail, friend.
Hi, Kinga. How are you?
Whatever you need, I've got it.
You've got it. There's the cabbage there. Let's see. We might be able to test that, so I will grab... We'll just grab the 8 cabbage. And let's see here. 70 food. 50 food. 80 food. I'm rich. I can buy some of these. 70 food. Where was that 80 food? There it is. Fruit pie. 8,000 coins. Steal of a deal.
Have a good day.
I think that'll be the first time I've ever bought food for my villagers. Kind of expensive buying food for 200 villagers. But this is the game save that I hit that 1,000,000 coin mark on, so I've got the coins. Everybody gets a treat. Hope you have a sweet tooth. Yeah, that should take care of some hunger. Boop, gone. Loading MD now. I appreciate that. Planted wheat. Okay, good, good. This whole field is done. That one's partially done. That's done. Good. I'm thinking they pulled the wheat out of these boxes. 75 still in there. Okay, so they did definitely pull some out of there. What do we got here? Oat, good. Flax, good. We should. Rye doesn't go into the ground yet. Rye goes here. Right? Yeah, because this was oat. Right? Yeah, oat. So this field here should be oat and then rye together. I think these are all supposed to be flax over here. Yeah, flax, 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 yeah. And then these other 8, I believe, are wheat. No, that's flax. Flax. Wheat. Okay. Wheat. So maybe 6 fields. I really need a gate there. Yeah, these are all wheat. Can I... Let's make an opening here. Only want to hit the fence. There we go. There we go. Just to open those up so I can run through them better. Did you save so we can cheat the achievement? That I did not. I did not do that. I did not save a game save to share for people to cheat the 1,000,000 coin achievement. I did do it for the logging achievement, but I believe that's the only one I really did it for. Dave's not here. Like the reference, by the way. Alrighty, let's head back and sleep the night. Try and get all these farms and everything back up and running. Get my food stocks back up. So I had plans on putting those little torches along the roadways and stuff in the game. I've had that idea since I first started playing the game, and they put torches in it. I just never done it, never had enough materials, but I could definitely have enough materials in this particular playthrough to do that. But when they put they changed the barn and put the farm shed in, it broke all of my fields and everything, so that's why I'm getting back in here and fixing all of that. Miss Donkey's grave. Need a cheat save for the sleep and own bed. Also, give wife gifts. Neither one seem to want to trigger, even though I've done 4 times as much as they require. So, the sleep in your own bed and the give the wife the gifts were definitely difficult for me to get completed as well. It took multiple tries. What I ended up having to do was actually create a save to where I can go back and redo it quickly if I needed to. A separate save. So just make a whatever game you're doing it in, go in and create a brand new save for that game. Name it, whatever achievement you want to. That way you know which save you're using. But then you also have to go and log out of Steam and then log back into Steam. I ended up verifying files. After I figured out that it was because those are Steam issues. If you're doing all of the requirements in the game, it's just Steam isn't recognizing it for whatever reason. And a lot of times, like me, I don't log out of Steam when I'm done playing. I just close the program. So my Steam program stays logged in for, in some cases, months. So when you're doing the achievements, especially for Medieval Dynasty, try to do one achievement at a time. Try not to get multiple done at a time. Before you try to complete the achievement, log out of Steam, log completely out, close the program, reopen the program, and then log completely back into Steam. And then verify before you open the game back up, verify the game files. And you do that by right-clicking on the game name, go into properties, and it's in that little back screen to where you can verify game files. Go ahead and verify the game files, and then I would log out one more time, close the program, close Steam, and then log completely back in, reload the game, and then try and complete your achievements and see if that helps. Because those steps helped me get the achievements I was having difficulty with. And the one sleeping in your own bed, that was a big one. Giving the wife the gifts, that was another big one, because they take so much time in game to do. Now a lot of those I ended up using a game save that I had that is set for 1-day seasons. That way I could go in, I can do what's needed to be done in a matter of days rather than trying to, go through a 3, a 5, a 6, a 10-day season or whatever, getting all of my stuff done and trying to remember to do the items for that achievement as well. So I had a separate game save that I could do some of those achievements in to get them done, because they weren't achievements I felt that I was able to get done in a recording or on a live stream or something, because of the difficulty with Steam not recognizing that I'm completing those. Because I've talked with some folks over at Toplets and stuff, and they've all told me it is a Steam issue, it is not a game issue. So unfortunately, it's just something that we have to work with Steam. So that being, when I found that out, that's when I was like, okay, I'm going to have to start, logging out of Steam, logging back in, making sure to verify files and stuff to basically jumpstart Steam in recognizing that I'm getting some of these items done for these achievements. And it's not like Steam records these things and gives them to you retroactively either. You have to complete them in a session. So it's kind of a pain in the butt on that end. Make sure to check your wife often to get guests, quests and special villagers. Yes, you can definitely pick up special villagers with higher skills than your standard villager if you're acquiring them through a quest. May have to do a fresh save. I wouldn't think you would need to do a fresh save. You could still use the same save that you have, but I would say complete a season or two without trying to get any achievements and then start over from that point, Dave. And then do and you're not just reloading Steam, you're actually logging out of Steam and then logging back in. You got to put in your password and all that good stuff. So just reloading Steam doesn't actually solve it. Because a lot of times if you log out of Steam and then log back in, you'll also get sale notifications that don't automatically pop up as well. Because Steam just has a hard time recognizing and pushing that stuff through for whatever reason. And the fact that you've already reloaded and verified files twice. For the sleeping in your own bed, I ended up having to relog about 5 different times in Steam. So like I had to log out of Steam, log back in. I had to do that whole session about 5 different times. And there was a real pain in the butt for that one because it's you got to sleep in your bed so many nights, to get that. So it's a pain. And each day is what, like 20 minutes or something, or real-time minutes to get through an entire day. So yeah, it's a pain in the butt on because Steam doesn't recognize that stuff. Danny, you've had trouble getting achievements too. Yeah. Nick, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Hope you're doing well. Cora, more likes, please. Yes, please. If you like the stream, definitely click that like button. Okay, time for Dreamland. Kim, have a good evening. Take care. I appreciate you joining us today. Let's see. I'm going to use a different save for the stealing achievements. Now the stealing achievements, yeah, you could do that. You could use the same save, just make you a different copy of the same save, go through and do it, and get the achievement. Make sure you get the achievement, and then you're done with it, and go back to your other save, and it doesn't affect the original save. But the stealing achievements steal more than the achievement requires, because you also have to sell stolen items. And I had a hard time getting Steam to recognize that I was actually selling stolen items. So I almost had to sell twice as many items as I stole to get that achievement. Yeah, just not save it. There is an auto-save feature in the game now, so I would make a completely different save. Just literally log into your game, go in, save it as a completely new save, name it something different or whatever, and then log out of your game, and then log into the new save and use that one. Because I've got a ton of, I create saves for everything. I've got so many saves. I've even got saves before 1.0. So I was trying to get some of these backed up, and it's just, I can't do them. I talked to Goldie over there at Toplitz, and she was telling me that anything beyond earlier than version 1.0 it's problematic to try and update them. Because I was really wanting to go nostalgic and try and get my very first game save back up and running, but I can't do that. Why are you carrying 41 full water skins? Well, you never know. You might get 41 quests that require a full water skin. Or you might get thirsty. Speaking of which, you got to get me a little drink of my coffee. All right. Come on, Haas. Let's head back over. And I think we need to probably get another farm shed going. Yeah, it's been a little bit since I played. I haven't played the game since season 6 ended. Which I gotta say, season 6 was a little stressful for me. The whole 1-day season thing, and trying to figure it out. It's a completely different play style. It was fun though. It was definitely fun. Just with 1 day, it didn't really leave a whole lot of room to do extra stuff. Side quests and things. Exploring. Couldn't do a whole lot of exploring. Oh, didn't mean to. Oh, okay, we're just going to park you right there because you're not acting right. Whee! That's one way to get off the horse. Alrighty, let's just, we're going to take down this other barn. Is there anybody in this one? Wait a minute, I just realized the cursor in the middle of the screen has a circle around it now. That has not always been that way. That's interesting. Huh. Is that an option? Can you change that? Yeah, see, there's an autosave feature now. Every 15 minutes it'll autosave. Head bobbing. No. Huh. Not sure that I'm fond of that circle in the middle. I mean, it's fine. Reminds me of No Man's Sky. No Man's Sky has a circle in the middle sometimes as well. Dang it, food again. Man, they've already eaten that $8,000 food. Alright. Barn worker, what are you doing here? You're making fertilizer. My other barns should be making fertilizer too. Animal feed, fertilizer. Yeah, you're making fertilizer too. How many workers? You only have 3 workers there. I might have to leave that barn there. Because those people working in that barn live here. Alright, so let's just put up another shed here. Where's my hammer? Do that. Corey, you enjoyed the 1-day hard mode? Yeah. I had, before hard mode was a thing in the game, I actually did, man, I can't remember if it was season 2 or 4. I don't remember which season it was. I think it might have been season 2. I made my own rules. And I set restrictions for myself because they really didn't have a whole lot of things that you could set in the game yet to challenge yourself. So if you guys haven't seen that, try and go back and check out season. I think it's season 2. And this other guy is a farmer. I can just put him in here, at least that way he's got a job. There he is. Perfect. There, so everybody should have a job. And with assignments, now do I have to set assignments on the farm shed? No. Just place them and it's done. Oh, apprentice. Do I have kids? Yes, I do. Oh, and these are 9. Okay. Good. About this one? We have another apprentice I can use. Agnes is a... Oh, no. We want somebody that doesn't have a job. Do that. I might have to go buy some more food. Let's see. Which... That one's got an apprentice. There we go. All the farm sheds are full of people and have apprentices. Nice. Can I do an apprentice here? No assignments, though. Yeah, I can do that right there. All right, let's go see about food here. Yeah, the building changeover from the barn to the farm shed really screwed up my crops and stuff, which really screwed up my food because I was making everybody flatbread. It was easy to make, very few materials, and it fed for a decent amount. Let's see. Let's go throw those buckets in there. Do I have... I don't think I have any flour on me. No, I don't. And I don't think I have any in here. Do I? No, I don't. All right. We should be able to go and buy flour. Oh, maybe not. Where else can I buy grain? Can I buy grain at... It's just Denica and Gustovia, right? No. Rolnica. Where are you at? Oh, you're behind the... There you are. Oh, you're stuck on the composter? Nice. Is it Rolnica or Lesnica that has the farm? It's going to be Rolnica because they're the farm plots right there. Okay.
How have you been?
Good, Nader. How are
Let
you?
me show you my wares.
Okie dokie. Wheat. Take the onion. That'll be fine there. I might have some meat. Yeah, I'm going to process the the wheat myself. I'm going to go up and see about making some flour. I think I might have some meat. I can make some meat and gravy. I know it's not going to take 97, but don't have any plates on me. Bowl plates. I got 13 plates. Gravy. Oh, I need roasted meat. Okay. Nor, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. 10 meat and gravy. That's gonna go quick. Think you have enough kitchens? Yeah, I had kitchens doing specific things. So if I can show you here. Management. So you can see here I actually had kitchens doing specific stuff at one time. And then I had a kitchen in each of the villages. And then I got to thinking, well, I could put all the kitchens here. So I started trying to move all the kitchens over here, but I didn't get them all moved. We got 2 onion left. Might as well turn the last of that meat into roasted meat. Been forever since you've gotten to see a stream. I'm doing well, thank you. Been a couple of weeks since I've actually streamed. I've been working on a new guide project that I am trying to get the first couple of videos done. Trying to work on doing a different format, and it's posed. Wait a minute, where'd that meat go? There it is. It's just been a time constraint for me to get that done. Okay, so there's that. Let's head over to the barn. Let's try not to fall off the horse this time or run over the kid. Have you applied to the co-op beta? I have applied to the co-op beta. But I got an error when sending in my application, and I've been trying to find out whether my application went through or not, because I am not on the testing team for Medieval Dynasty. So I've been trying to get on it, but still haven't. Let's see here. Oh, I got to thresh this. Yeah, it's just the process that I'm trying to learn, because it used to be I would do a guide and I would only do the one guide, and then I would move on to the next guide. I'm actually trying to do a series of guides together, so that way they kind of link together, you know, throughout the video and everything. So it's just a different process, a different way of thinking when trying to write the dialogue for the guides and stuff like that. You have to be mindful of what's in the next guide. You have to be mindful of what is in the previous guide. That way, when you're watching the video series, because it's going to be a guide series, you have to be mindful of how they link together. You know, so that way you can make a reference back to a previous video or to a future video or something like that. That way it just flows better. So when you go in and you're watching, what I'm trying to do, I need to go over here. Can I, so if I have the person here, yeah, 20 flour, that's what I want. I wasn't sure if I could actually craft the 20 flour if I had to have my villager do it. But that way, when you're watching the guide series, it's a guide, but you can follow it like you would a regular playthrough series as well. So the first video will link to the next video will link to the third video, the third to the fourth, and so on and so forth throughout the series. And then they'll also be part of a playlist as well. So you could actually go into my channel, you could click on the playlist and it'll autoplay each of them in series. And right now I'm doing it for No Man's Sky because I've been doing videos for No Man's Sky on and off over the past year or so. But I'm trying to break into the No Man's Sky community. And it's hard for somebody like a channel of mine to break into a new genre of game. Even though it's still a survival game, it's not a medieval style. Because I want something to be able to kind of cross over so I can actually start gaining more followers and stuff from different genres. Because I do like Medieval Dynasty, but I also like to play other games. And I'd like to share those with everybody. And in learning that new style with No Man's Sky, it helps me iron out some of the issues that I may find before doing guides for Medieval Dynasty, which is where the majority of my subscribers are from. And that way, when I do get to working on guides for Medieval Dynasty, they flow a lot easier. But it's just, there's a lot of thought. Matter of fact, I spent, it took me over a week just to write the dialogue for 2.5 videos. So, and I'm trying to get 4 videos done before I actually publish them. Because I want to have more than one guide out at a time. I want there to be a series and they follow that. So it's, I used to do one guide at a time, publish it, and then move on to the next guide. And in some cases, it would take me a week per guide, sometimes even more, depending on how much time I had to spend on the guides. Now I'm going to be producing up to 4 guides at a time, and then publishing those 4 guides over a period of 2 days. So it's going to take me longer, longer to actually publish the guides. But once they're published, my hope is that they flow better. The information is quick. It's not drawn out. Because if you've watched any of my other guides, I've got some guides that are 40 minutes long. People don't want 40-minute guides. They want to consume the information, but I don't want to sound like a used car salesman throwing information at you. If you know what I mean. Let's see here. What was I doing? Flour. We need to go get water. Or do I already have water on me? I got 22 water on me. Let's go see if we can make some more flatbread. Yeah, there we go. 74 flatbread. Yeah, Mel Reaver, I don't necessarily need to have the whole series planned out ahead of time, but I definitely need to be probably 8 videos planned out. The first 4 videos have to be planned as far as dialogue. The next 4 videos need to be planned as far as ideas. And then if I go beyond that, it's just literally like, okay, what am I going to be covering kind of a thing. That way I'm kind of prepping all the time for the next video. And I got really set in my ways with doing one video at a time. And what I would typically do is I would do a video for questions that I either saw on Facebook or in the comment section of some of my videos. So my previous guides, they kind of jumped around, you know, so it wouldn't necessarily be from the beginning of a game. And I typically like to do beginner guides for new or returning players. That's always kind of been my thing. Music came on, it was kind of loud, it distracted me a second. Let's see, flatbread right there. Good. All right, that should take care of that. And where's Haas? There you are. Head back so we can sleep the night. I think we're going to get this food situation squared away, hopefully this season. But yeah, I was doing one-off guide videos, and it was just... They're helpful, and I'm still getting a ton of views on videos that are, you know, over a year old, because they're still relevant. They just don't have some of the newer items in the game, like the composter we were talking about. So like I need to update that rot video to where it includes the composter, and I need to do the testing on it to actually see, does it give more rot per item than if you left the item out on the ground. Stuff like that. I build location videos. There's been some new terrain changes and stuff in the game since I've done my build location videos, so I kind of need to update some of those. My, you know, so many coins first day video. It's still relevant. You can still make those coins, and sometimes even more than what's in the video. So like my 2,000 coins first day video. I actually made that video before fast crafting was even a thing in the game. That's when you actually had to craft each item, and you had to sit there and wait for it to craft each item. So if you were crafting 100 knives, you had to sit there and wait for it to craft 100 knives. So that's when I had made that 2,000 coin video. So now fast crafting's in the game, and you can easily get, you know, close to 3,000 coins your first day having fast crafting on, because it saves so much time. But I don't cover that in that particular video. However, in the 4,000 coins video, fast crafting was available, but I didn't necessarily use it in that video a whole lot, because I was using a different map. I had handpicked that map because of all the different locations that were available on it, and then I shared that map. All right, let's go ahead and sleep the night. Perfect. And then at the end of this day, if all of the crops are done, then I will sleep the season. Because something tells me I'm going to have food issues again today. And the folks I bought all that grain from, those items they'll reset at the end of the season, not the day. I don't know if it's... Hey, come back. Screw it. I'll just ride the horse over there. I was going to take the Wagoneer over to Denica, but we'll just ride the horse over there. Stroll down here through pig country. Well, River, love the location videos. Yeah, I really enjoyed those. And most of those location videos, they don't actually cover the popular areas. When I do my location videos, I mean, it's easy for people to find the easy locations and the standard locations to build, like up by between Branica and stuff, the mine. I mean, this is a very popular area for people to build because you're right next to the mine. A lot of flat area and stuff like that for you to sprawl out and stuff, as opposed to maybe the mine here in the center of the map. I mean, it's almost all mountains. It's really hard to build over in here. Not that you can't do it, but you're all sprawled out. Now, granted, you also lose the bears that spawn over here. Once you start really building over here, you lose the spawn for the bears. Or you've got the mine. Where's it at? Over by Hornica. Is that it? No, that's not it. It's going to be right there. Or maybe there. It's in one of these two areas there, but you've got the mine over here. But again, you got 3 bear that can spawn over in this area here. But once you start building, you lose those bear. To where this one spot here is nice and flat. It's easy to build. It's easy for a new player to get to. And there's only one bear, and it's not actually close to the mine. So I've built all the way up to the border of Branica, where it tells me I can't build anymore because I'm too close to another village. But there's a bear that spawns right here, and he still spawns to this day. So if I need to go hunt a bear, I know I can always go there, and there's a bear, and it's easy to get to. Now, granted, you've got the mine on the west side of the map. Where is that at? Here. I believe it is back in here. I think it's back in here. No, there it is right there. It's right there. You actually see the entrance of it right there. There's a little trail that goes back in there. It's not an actual road like this. But again, there's 1 to 2 bears that spawn in this area here. Sometimes they wander over here. And I did show this area as one of the build locations, but it would be a difficult area to build. Like, you would be sprawling back down into here and in towards the river and stuff. Because of all of the terrain issues that you would run into. But it would be a unique area to build, but it's not easy to build. It's on the complete west side of the map. Now, granted, you are near Lesnica, but I mean, Lesnica's got a blacksmith, and it's got the hunter and stuff. So, I mean, you could do some purchases and things there, but you're still going to end up having to go to Denica for grain. You're going to have to go all the way back to Gustovia for paying your taxes and stuff. You could actually go to Rolnica for grain if you needed to. Denica for the kitchen. So, I mean, it's not a bad area. It's just not an easy area. So the guide videos for build locations, I really enjoy those because I try to find unique locations to give people those options, because you see everybody build down here where the farming village and stuff is, or you see people build here where this is where actually my season 1 and my season 3 series took place. Those are easy areas. Up on this plateau behind my season 1 and 3 is another nice area, easy, for new players and stuff. And then of course some new players also usually choose this area back over here. Nice flat, you can see a great distance and stuff, so nobody's going to be coming up on you or sneaking up on you. But there's no real roaming enemies, or now granted, some wildlife roam a little bit, but they still stay within their areas. But these are easy areas for new players. So when I do those build location videos, that's why I like to build. You know, I brought up the swamp in one. This lake here, actually just this side of the lake, was one of the videos, along with the cave that I had just mentioned here. That was in one of the videos. I mentioned the plateau. Where's that at? Here. There's a plateau here. I mentioned this area in one of the videos outside Jezreka. This would be a little challenge area. Now, granted, there's some flatlands down here to where you could place crops or houses or whatever you wanted to. But yeah, I'm going to be working on updating probably all of my guide videos. Let's see here. Let me catch up on some of the chat here. Cavalier Roy, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Hey, bud, your content for this game was what made me buy the game, and I look forward to your guys. Oh, thanks. I appreciate that. Let's see. 40-minute guide is okay if there's 40 minutes worth of information to be shared. Right. But early on when I was doing guides, I rambled a lot. Now, granted, everything I was saying was useful, but there was still rambling. I would repeat myself and things like that. But that's early on, when trying to get used to doing the whole YouTube thing and getting guides down. Now I'm to the point to where, yeah, I'm sharing a ton of information in a very short period of time. My guide windows are usually between 8 and 20 minutes. And I'm sharing as much or more information than what I was sharing in some of those 30 and 40 minute long videos. But it's not like I'm speed reading either, because I've watched videos to where these guys seem like they're speed reading all the time. And it just, where am I at? Oh, here I am. And it bugs me. It makes them sound like a used car salesman, like they're trying to sell you on something. And a lot of times with them speed reading or speaking fast, a lot of times you miss something. And then you're forced to go back and re-listen to it just to catch what they said. Now, granted, I want people to go back and rewatch my videos just so they can learn what's going on, not so they can try and understand what I'm saying. Let's see. More nice. I've missed so much about updates in the game. I've been able to play. I haven't been able to play since February. I'm going to have to go back and watch your videos to remember how to play. Definitely do that. I appreciate it. Mel Reaver, love your location videos. Absolutely. I appreciate that. Terry, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Watched all your videos, but this is my first time watching your live video. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Jasco, best guide, 2,000 coins first day for me. It's a very popular one. The 2,000 coins is still very popular. Matter of fact, it is more popular than my 4,000 coins. And it's an older video. The 2,000 coins is an older video. Let's see. Mulberry, I have a small mining village at the mine by Baranica, and an even smaller one by the mine near Lesnica. Main village is on the river by the bridge that goes to Baranica. On the river by the bridge that goes to Baranica. So that could, I'm assuming here or here, maybe, is what you're talking about, Mel Reaver. Otherwise, you're talking here, but this, I would consider that closer to Tutki than Baranica. Or so many good places. You like the river just east of Lesnica's mine. Yeah, so the river down here is really nice and flat down along here. It makes it easy to build, and it gradually goes uphill towards the road. So yeah, you can definitely get some nice building done in here. Heidi, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. I wish they would add rabbits. So they do have rabbits. You can actually shoot rabbits, but you can trap them, but the trap kills them. But I can see what you're talking about. So like in the forest, you can actually trap a rabbit and put it in a rabbit farm so it'll produce more rabbits for you. Same with ducks. Yeah, I think that would be a nice feature. To go one step further, I would like to have pets. I'd love to see pets in the game. So like a dog or a cat. I think it would be interesting to have cats running around village or even a dog. I would love to be able to see animal taming because I think it would be absolutely awesome to tame a bear to go hunting. I've mentioned that for a long time because I would love to see animal taming in the game. I don't know if they're ever going to do it or not, but I think that would just be awesome. All right, crazy. Cabbage rot test done. Got 4 rot in both the composter as well as on the ground. So the composter does not give you any more rot out of an item. And the rot on the ground and the composter, they rotted at the same rate. So at the end of the season, they were both rot. Is that correct, Crazy? Noir, pets would be so much fun. Yeah, I think pets would be a really nice addition to the game. Just for an immersion factor. Oh yeah, look at there. There's leaves falling off the trees. It's part of the new update there. That's pretty cool. Of course, I moved and couldn't see that one. No, my dog is awake, apparently. Love that. Love how the little leaves, they just float to the ground and stuff. That's nice. Like that. Let's see. Immediately going for the most aggressive animal. Well, yeah. Ride a bear? Yeah. Yeah, I could go for riding a bear. Could make a saddle and put it on the bear. But Crazy, I appreciate you doing that. So yeah, it looks like the cabbage rots at the same rate, whether it's on the ground or in the composter. At season change, they both change to rot. And you only get 4 rot from cabbage normally, and in the composter you still only get 4 rot. So the composter really doesn't have a huge advantage to the game. I think it's strictly just an immersion decorative item that allows you to micromanage certain things. But like I said earlier, micromanaging stuff is not necessarily my type of play style. I like plug and play, just get it all set up and let the villagers do their thing. Now, did they plant all the wheat? They must have run out because I got a few spots that did not get done. But that should be fine. So they'll be this will grow at season change, and then they'll be able to harvest all of it next season and process it, and we should start getting back on track as far as food. There is a party going on here. They are bored. Don't worry, folks. You'll have something to do next season. PBR professional bear riding. Crazy. Still think main use is if you decorate food and or what, have stuff not fast. Oh, have stuff rot fast in a controlled situation. Yeah. Yeah, but it's still, in my opinion, a minute thing, because even if you have the leave food items, let me make sure I'm getting that right. Yeah, stop dropped items from spoiling. If you have that turned on, then yeah, the composter can allow you to throw food in there to turn it to rot at the season change. So it would be just like dropping it on the floor, except you have to put it in the composter. And depending on how much food you're dropping, you may have to have multiple composters because there's only a 30 kilogram weight limit in the composter. However, if you... So like what I did is I've gotten my food situation to a point to where it just rots in the food storage. Now it's slower. It's definitely a slower process to do this, but I literally just leave my stuff in here. It'll turn to rot in the food storage. They take that rot and they turn it into manure and fertilizer straight from here. However, I also have the animal village to where I'm gathering manure from the animal village, which is also being turned into fertilizer. And I've got a ton of fertilizer being produced. So for my particular playstyle, the composter would really not do anything other than be an aesthetic box, which isn't a bad thing. But as you can see, I've got 5,700 fertilizer in my resource storage, and I've got another 4,000 on my person. So I am not hurting for fertilizer at all. Matter of fact, I could probably have everybody planting crops and still probably not run out of fertilizer. Supposed to be 109 there today. Whoo! Make sure you take you a bucket of water or two. Yeah, the bulk of your rot production is just letting stuff eventually rot in the food storage or your backpack. Yeah, I mean, that's what I do as well. Okay, so here's another question about the composter. If you leave the rot in the composter, does it disappear the next season? So one season it turns to rot. The very next season, does it disappear? Because if you leave food, so if your food rots, if it's on the ground, and you leave it on the ground, the next season, that rot that was left on the ground will disappear. Because the rot will deteriorate at the next season and it'll be gone. So you have to remember to pick the rot off the ground up and put it in the food storage the season that it turns into rot. I'm in the same boat, way more fertilizer than I need, especially I'm about to have a massive exodus, kick out 90% of the people. Oh my goodness. I already have the max pop achieved. Yeah, nice. Yeah, I thought about doing a mass exodus on my season 5 as well, but I figured, you know what? Let me see if I can work through it. Because, I mean, there's the challenge there. We grew my season 5 so fast. I mean, we're in year 22, and we've got 200 population. I'm shy about 17 buildings from the max. Now, granted, I've already reached the max because I've got city development stage. I got the achievement and everything for that. But I've removed buildings since then. What is this? They're out of something. Oh, no, wheat grain. Yeah. That'll be next season. $98 population, 20 mothers, 36 houses. Do the math. Yeah, and all of my houses are 4-bed houses. You know, so my population literally boomed. So you can actually see in the management screen here, I've got 199 population, but I've only got 102 workers. So half my population are kids. Because they're not workers. All of my workers are employed. Look at that. Look at that water demand. It's crazy. But that's what I have on hand. Holy cow. Ton of water on hand. I mean, I had this working pretty good, and then when they added that the food shed, the farm shed, all of my barn workers were just basically unemployed because so many of them were working the fields. So it kind of broke my game save a little bit. So I'm having to go through. That's what I'm been trying to do, is get that all fixed up and stuff. Let's see here. We got other items too. So we got like half fencing and things. Let's go back here and look at this half fencing. Low wattle fence, low stick fence, low plank fence. Let's see, regular plank fence, palisade. Yeah, these little low plank fencings they're kind of nice looking. I was playing with them the other day. Hammer out. These are kind of neat. You could probably use those to turn into like a little flower bed or something. It's hang on. Nope. This here fence. Where'd the half fence go? So we can do. How big of a panel do you need? So that looks to be the smallest size panel you can have. You can do a little flower box like that or something, I guess. I mean, I guess that would look pretty good around maybe like a planted tree or something. Like if you did like the cherry tree or something, and then added these little half planks around it or something. Make a little box and put the potted plants in there. Ooh, that'd be good. Matter of fact, I think Rose or somebody did that on Facebook or something. I tell you what, if you're wanting decorating ideas, go watch Rose's videos and stuff. She does some awesome decorating. You can find her on the Medieval Dynasty Facebook pages and stuff as well. I mean, that's not bad. I like that. You can actually block off, so like you don't have to worry about villagers going down in there and getting stuck or something. That would be kind of nice. But yet you don't have to have a big tall fence. You just put a little low fence there. So that way you could get over there if need be. Let's see. I think this is a path. Can I put one here? Let's try that. Yeah, that's a pathway right there. So they can still get down here. Let's remove this gravel road here. Now, let's see if we can put one of those little half fences between the buildings. Right here. Excuse me. Oh yeah, it does fit. Damn, just like that. There, that keeps them from walking that direction. Okay, that works. And if I can do a wattle fence right here. To block that off. Yep. Good. I don't know that I've ever noticed anybody walking back there, but I mean, it's big enough for me to get back there. They could walk back there. That looks good. Now, I have had them... Yep, right there. This corner is an issue sometimes. I've noticed that they will get stuck here. Almost like I need to extend that fence out here. Let's see if we can do that. No! Oh, I did do the fence. Okay, I thought I thought I was going to hit the road. Fence. Fence. There we go. Let's go back in here. Go to wattle fence. Now, can we extend this? Make sure I'm getting it straight there. There. That should help with that. Let me finish this section and see if I get stuck. Crazy had to do a double take. Your heirs using the adult mod. Yeah, at 14 they do. They sprout up like a weed. Okay, good. They can go around that and not get stuck now. Good. Gorzen, hello. How you doing? Appreciate you joining us today. Crazy 47 workers here are going to kick out everyone except my own family and my heir's girlfriend's family. Giving everybody the boot. Gosh, dang it, food again. Everybody's mad. All right. Wait. Why is there blood underneath my horse? Health is fine. That's weird. Okie dokie. Alright, let's go buy some food. What time is it anyway, by the way? 1500. Only got a few hours left, but we still don't have food for in the morning. Think you need to take your horse to the vet? I don't know. It's I don't know why there was blood under there. I got off that horse just in time. That could have been bad.
How can I help you?
All right, show me your
Only the
wares.
best products here.
We're gonna do. That cheese is 120. Yep, we'll buy all of your cheese. What else? Buy your 30 flatbread. What? Meat pies, meat and gravy. We will buy all of your meat and gravy. We will also buy all of your oat rolls. That should be enough food for a little bit.
See you soon.
Thank you. I hope not. Already spent almost, what, 16,000 coins here? For 2 days worth of food. That'd be an idea there for a playthrough to where you're literally buying the food needed for all of your villagers and stuff. So you have to have a way to produce the coin, and then you got to go out and buy the food either for the day or for the season or whatever for your villagers. cheese, flatbread, meat and gravy, oat rolls. There we go. Yeah, that's still at 100 conditions, so it is definitely season change for that. Alrighty. We're gonna head back, go to season change. Whoa, we're gonna go swimming. That horse fell over too. Oh my gosh, I love that mechanic. Ashley, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Village looks so good. Yeah, that's just one village though. In season 5, I had 5 separate villages spread across the map. And we've only been to 2 of them. We've been to the mining village, which was the original settlement, and then the farming village, which was the second settlement that I made. I've got a logging settlement. I've got a animal farming settlement and a fishing settlement. Oop, back up. Gate's broken. There we go. It's another reason why I like Miss Donkey. She is slower and easier to control. The horse can be so fast sometimes it's hard to control. You think the horse has a UTI? Okay. Maybe so. Oh my goodness. Can we sleep yet? Gosh, no. 22 minutes in game before we can sleep again. Kind of running long on my stream today. I was kind of hoping to get to spring so we can kind of see. There's supposed to be like butterflies or something in the game too, and I haven't got to see those yet. So as soon as we can switch over to the summer, maybe we can see some of those before I have to end the stream. 5 more minutes. So the game will keep supplying you people. Yeah, if you've got them paired up. Did that seriously just change over 56 minutes? I thought it... Oh man, maybe it was an hour and something. Okay. No worries. Yes, the game will keep supplying you with people. So if you're recruiting people from the campfires at the villages, the following season, those people will be replenished. So you could actually go back and find more people at those campfires again. Otherwise, you pair up male and female in a house, and eventually they will marry and have children. Garzen, how are your settings for this playthrough? I've changed a lot of the settings for this playthrough, just because the season 5 has ended. I only wanted to come back into this to kind of update some of the buildings, because when season 5 ended, I didn't have the composter, and I also didn't have the farm shed. But when they added the farm shed after season 5 ended, it broke my season 5 game because all of my barn workers were unemployed because I didn't have any farm sheds. So I came back in. I wanted to get the farm sheds in so I could get my farms and crops back up and running again, because that is my food supply, because I feed my people flatbread. Well, with no crops, I have no flatbread. That's why I've had to spend so much money to get food to them and stuff like that until I can get these crops back up. So I had changed my days. From 5 to 1 so I could kind of rush through a few seasons, because I also wanted to get to the summer season so I could see the summer update edition stuff. But I had to stop it at spring and change it back to 5-day seasons so my people had time to get all of the crops in the ground. But I've got the unlimited HP turned on and stamina and all that good stuff, just because I didn't want to have to worry about that while I'm trying to fix my game. But once I get everything squared away and my farms are all back up and running and stuff, I'm going to go back and I'm going to turn off the unlimited stuff. That way I can play the game how I was playing it during season 5. Because during season 5, I turned off all of the unlimited, all of the lack of hunger, thirst. I turned off the unlimited carry weight. So that I was playing a survival game. However, if I turned off my unlimited carry weight right now, I wouldn't be able to move, because I've got 28,000 kilograms in my pocket right now, because my village is producing so much stuff that I got to start regulating how much they're producing. I've got to go through and fine tune my productions. So that way they're not gathering too much materials, or they're not making too many tools and stuff like that. I need to kind of gear some of that stuff back, because when I was doing season 5, we were rushing through. We were building a lot of buildings. Every building I have in season 5 is a 4-bed building. Every building has a family with 2 kids, because I've got a 200 population right now, 199 population. So there's definitely some work to be done, and I'll probably come back and stream season 5 again while I update that stuff, because this is the longest I've had a series in the game. What is this? 22 years. Even when I was doing season 1, and I eventually came back during season 3 and started playing my season 1 gameplay again. This was all before the original full release of the game. But I had started playing my season 1 again in season 3, and I got that to year 19. So this is definitely by far the longest amount of years I've spent in a playthrough. So I know that there's some, like Crazy he's probably up there in years as well on his playthrough. But I know there's other players that are, up into, 80, 90 years and stuff in their playthrough. And as long as you have an heir that is 18 before you perish, then you can actually switch over and play as your heir, and you can continue the legacy going. Well, Reaver, you had a game that had masses of butterflies in it and had to turn them off as my GPU just couldn't handle it. Oh, really? Let's see. Are we late enough in the day to where I can sleep? We are. Change season. Lisa, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Nice villages. Good to see some of them again. Curious, have they updated the max building limit, or have you heard any rumors of it since the farm shed update? As far as I know, they haven't changed the max building limit. Let's go into management. Yeah, see, my max is 140 buildings, so they haven't changed that since the farm shed update. Because it used to be 130. Because when my season 5 ended, I was very close to the 130 as it was. But with the, I believe with the farm shed update also came the additional building limit. But 140 buildings is the complete max if you've got it on 200%. Ashley, you're playing on Xbox, you've only just started. Well, you're definitely going to be hooked. It's an awesome, awesome game. Alrighty. Yeah, see, season change. I woke up in my childhood bed. I gotta get a wife. Maybe I'll switch beds. Alrighty. Now, let's see if we can find these butterflies. Do I have them turned on? Because if it's a setting... gameplay... Because you said you had to turn them off. Events, temperature, fast crafting. Animals. Yeah, see, I don't see a setting for that. Unless I'm missing it. Save. Photo mode. Let's go back into settings. Graphics. View distance. Shadows. Texture. Foliage. I don't see that. Gorzen can't wait for Sengoku Dynasty. Yeah, Sengoku Dynasty, I mean, it looks good. I'm not sure if I'm going to do much with the game itself. Let's see, playing background music, voices, controls, keybinds, gameplay, head bob, camera shake, player breathing. Yeah, I don't see a setting for the butterflies and stuff. All right, so we are now in summer, so we should be able to see said butterflies and stuff. But I'm not seeing any. Are they going to be down near like the river and stuff? Oh, wait. What is it? Here we go. There they are, right there. Hey, Mr. Butterfly. All right, let's can we go into photo mode real quick so we can see that guy when he's not moving? All right, where'd he go? Did he disappear in photo mode? Oh wait, there it is right there. What was it? Where'd it go? Right there. There's the butterfly. Nice. That's some pretty decent detail. I mean, you can actually see the little antenna coming off the head of it, I think. Look at the detail in the clovers. Are there any four-leaf clovers there? I don't see any. That's pretty cool. All right, let's get back out of that. And then, of course, you got the falling leaves. I like the falling leaves on the tree. We were seeing that before anyway. All right, so are there going to be... is that a different type of butterfly? It is. Photo mode again here. It is a different style butterfly. That's cool. Look at that. They even put the ridges at the end of the wings. Love the attention to detail. Are there any more? So is there just like onesie twosies, or are there areas? Because I know Mel Reaver, you mentioned you had to turn yours off. I'm not sure what that setting was. Oh, it was a different game. Oh, I see. I thought you were talking about Medieval Dynasty. But I'm wondering are the butterflies just onesie twosies, or can you see groups of them like the ducks that just took off? Because, I mean, I know a lot of times when you see butterflies just in real life, a lot of times there's a group of butterflies flying together. You see like a little cluster of them. It's an interesting rock. Almost like there was a little creek or something that ran through here at one time. I don't know that I've ever noticed that rock right there at that fence. Now, does it ever land? So it's just, is it just hanging? Oh no, it just flew off. I was fixing to say, is it just hanging out? Oh wait, is it? Oh, that's like the first butterfly we saw. Okay, so are they going to be hanging out near the flowers then? Because those guys are like circling that St. John's wort. That's kind of cool though. Now, Ruby, got to head to work. Well, take care. I appreciate you stopping by. Hope you have a good day at work. Just one or two at a time? Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. Find some flowers. There might be more there. Okay. Thank you very much. Well, I hope you have a good day at work. Cora, you saw groups of them? Okay. Oh, I see bandits, though. I shouldn't be worried. I'm on unlimited health right now, but we're going to take care of them. Miss me. Getting too close. Ow! That was actually a new animation. When he hit me with that arrow, the whole camera shake, that's new. He's got the twitchies going on there. Can I get my bolt back? Yes, thank you. Cheese. Might need it. Yeah, I shot him in the gut each time. I was aiming too low. Let's see. Yep. Is there a take all button yet? Nope. One of these days we might get it. There we go. Like that. Okay. Put my crossbow away. Let's go see if we can find some flowers. So I'm kind of... There's some flowers there. But I don't see anything. That's kind of cool, though. We found a couple of the little butterflies. The falling leaves. I was seeing the falling leaves in the fall, in the autumn. We're literally just wandering around looking for butterflies. Cal, thank you for becoming a Java member. I greatly appreciate it. You are absolutely awesome. In the wooded area around the lake near Denica. Okay. Fingers crossed for take all option. Yes. Yes, please. Typically, Dana, when you could hit F and then it would be E and then what, X? So E would be to select all in that particular category. So go into my inventory. So like if we had the 23 buckets, if you would hit F, it would open up. It's hard to tell you, show you in this because it's just my inventory. But you select the item, you hit F. It brings up a box that allows you to choose how many of that item you want to transfer. If you hit E, it will select all in that selection. So now, bucket. If we hit F, it brings up the box to transfer. And right now, you're only going to transfer one item. If you hit E, it'll select all 23 items. And then you hit F again, and it transfers all 23 items. But you have to do that for every item. So, like when you open a bandit's inventory, I would like it to select, I would like to have a transfer all button to where you transfer everything from that inventory in one click. You just take it all. Rather than having to select each item and then you hit F and E and then F again for each item. There's a whole lot of button clicks just to transfer, 5 to 7 items off a bandit. Crazy, your latest village is at the lake just west of Hornica, South Shore. Okay, so like down in here. Oh, that's where I had that that tree kill me before trees were supposed to kill you. That was back during early access, but that's the same area that I was at when I chopped down that big pine tree, and I had the video to where it sounded like a shotgun shot. I don't know if you guys have seen that or not. I don't remember what season that was during. Seems like maybe season 2, maybe 3. But yeah, it was back in there. And then, what was that? Mel Reaver. Somebody had mentioned that they had one outside Denica. Oh, I can't find the chat now. Oh, in the wooded area around the lake near Denica. Back down here. Ah, yeah. Yeah, that's my lumber village right there. I ended up moving my lumber village. It was here, and then I ended up moving the entire village to where it is now. So this is my lumberjack village here. But this little area right around the lake here, it's a really nice area. I've seen a lot of people build in these areas. Literally right on the lake. I just didn't build on the lake. I built off the road. You saw it when I did it? Yeah. Well, alrighty, folks. I think we're going to have to call this a stream. I really appreciate everybody joining me today. But I've gone over almost 40 minutes So, but I wanted to try and see those butterflies and stuff, and those are pretty cool. I'll have to check those out some more. But again, I appreciate everybody joining me today. For new members, in my next videos, look for your name to be at the end of the streams. Colin, again, I appreciate you joining as a Java member. I greatly appreciate it. And thank you to all of my other members. And we will see you folks in the next one. You folks take care and happy hunting.